The today's test items were delivered by polbit.com, studiostore.pl, and Applause Audio. Well, I mean, I bought them all with the right to return in 14 days, but I think it's just cool to mention all them. Thanks!
Three, two, one.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the web. Sorry for this. Woo. Yeah, I didn't think about it. It's me, Paul. I'm back in my studio, Warsaw, Poland, with some high-quality studio headphones I'm gonna test for you today. Because I decided I need something to support my main KSDC88 monitors. I'm gonna work extensively on some new music and music mixes. I have no time to make mistakes. Also, studios number 2 and 3 gonna be really busy right now with different stuff made by different people, so I'm not gonna use them to translate. So getting really high quality studio headphones is a really good idea, and of course it's a great opportunity to make a test for you today. And I chose for this test Shure SRH 1840 headphones, Beyerdynamic DT 1990 Pro headphones, and Neumann NDH30 headphones. But you know what? Reviewing headphones on YouTube is really extremely difficult, and it's kind of tricky because it's so subjective. You're not gonna hear anything that I'm hearing. So to make it just a little bit more objective for you and like measurable, I decided to create some categories and give points in that category. So first I'm gonna unbox them all and I'm gonna judge the look and feel. It's gonna be from 0 to 3 points. Then I'm gonna put them on and I'm gonna try to judge their comfort, also from 0 to 3 points. Normally I would judge it to 5 points, but you know what, I would have to spend more time with them and I want to make it a really quick live test. So 0 to 3. The third thing's gonna be judging their build quality, and also, well, I'm gonna need a year, 2 or 3 years to really judge the quality of any of these. Normally I would say this is 0 to 10 points because this is really important, but I'm gonna do it 0 to 5 points because my knowledge and my predictions are really limited here, so it's gonna be fair to judge it from 0 to 5. And the most important test will be just listening to them, how they sound, what they do, and that's definitely 0 to 10 points, my friends. Also, I'm gonna give you some technical specifications, frequency responses, total harmonic distortion stuff that I found online and in the manuals. I can't wait to start. Let's go.
System shut down.
Unboxing them in an alphabetical order so you don't say I'm anyway biased. These are Beyerdynamics. Here's a little thing with a manual and warranty card. Yes, this is the case, an elegant one. Here are some additional pads. Here are the headphones themselves. Here are the cables. Yeah, this is typical look of DT series by Beyerdynamic, but these are kind of really high quality premium black headphones. And the look and feel of these are very elegant, very nicely built, nice material, pads here, micro XLR cable, which is cool. Another one, curly one. Okay, definitely 3 out of 3 points. Neumann's, another German product. Manual warranty, a cable, a carrying pouch is here. This is made of rubber. This is all solid metal, which is really cool. Yeah, rating this is a pure pleasure. Very high quality, nice product. Large ear pads, also made of soft material. No doubt about it. 3 out of 3 points for look and feel of these. The largest box of them all, Shure's SRH 1840. Spare pads are here. Yeah, the manual, the warranty are here. Whoa, this is large. This is large. Two cables are here. Very nicely printed manual. Whoa, very lightweight. I didn't expect them to be that light, I have to tell you. They are oval shaped, and this is, I'm afraid, plastic. This is not metal. Yes, this is plastic, and you know what? I don't really like it. The product of that price range would be cool if they used simply metal. I don't trust plastic so much in premium studio products. Guys, it's gonna be 2 out of 3. And guys, I want to mention one more thing. I have seen them and unboxed them before. I just wanted to make it feel and look nice for you, just like real unboxing. I hope you're fine with it, because I did a burn-in for each pair. Around 20 hours of quite loud music of different genres were playing through each. I did not listen to anything, but I gave them some time. And if you ask me, burning in your speakers and headphones, yes, it is a thing actually. To make them fully capable in dynamic range, in frequency range, to make them play really what they can play, they should give some serious warm-up. We're not gonna get into any electrical dissection or anything theoretical. It really is like this. It makes a difference. So 20 hours of burning in for each, and now I'm gonna finally test them. Let's get to the very second part. Now I'm gonna put them all here nicely. Wearing comfort. DT 1990s Pro. These are typical DTs, probably. Yes, which means that they are quite lightweight, like middleweight, but they are tight on the head, and of course the pads are of the highest quality. But after an hour or 2 hours, I'm gonna feel this tension, this pressure on my ears, I'm afraid. It's like that with all the DTs. It's rather soft here. I would rate it 2 out of 3. I won't give 3. Too much of DT feeling. Yeah, this is right, this is left, not really visible very well. Oh, this is surprisingly similar to DTs. Seriously, I mean, wow. Also, there's kind of pressure, they're quite tight on my head here. The pads are slightly bigger, which is good, I've got large ears. But also, after an hour or 2, yes, that's gonna be felt by the user, I think. So the comfort, the first impression of the comfort would be as 2 out of 3 as well. We're talking about something completely different. They are oval and they fit perfectly to my large ears. Very lightweight. I can barely feel it. Very nice here. This is 3 out of 3. I can barely feel I'm having them on my head. As for build quality, well, Beyerdynamics, what do you want me to say? These are one of the most robust, reliable series of products ever in pro audio world. This is definite 5 out of 5, and I can feel this. This is all metal parts. This is very, very well built. Also, Mini XLR is a very stable, sturdy connection, and I like it totally. And really, Yes. 5 out of 5, no doubt about it. Neumann's, they also look very sturdy, very hardcore. You can throw them. I'm not gonna, of course. Yeah, this is very high quality. Yeah, they're gonna probably last for years. But this is a micro jack. It's interesting because it's got 4 parts, so it's capable of transferring or microphone? No, I don't think so. Or just a balanced headphone signal. And you put it here, you twist it slightly to lock it. But actually this thing makes me wonder, when it's gonna break. So my more of a guess for build quality would be 4 out of 5. Shure SRH, these are micro dots, left, right. Micro dots are kind of reliable. They're not gonna simply fall apart. It's not easy to pull it off. So this is cool, but also, looks more delicate than solid. And the plastic here, I mean, this part is fine, but the cups, no. I mean, if I sat on these, I could sit on Neumann's and DT's, but if I sat on these, they would be broken. So it's going to be 3 out of 5 at best, I'm afraid. The nicest, most interesting part, listening tests, my friends. Starting with Neumann's, but first a bit about methodology of how we're gonna test actually. I have chosen 3 tracks to listen to. The first one is Summit by Skrillex featuring Ellie Goulding, because it's got really heavy bass, it's totally bass oriented, and when I want to judge the amount, the quality of bass, I totally go for this track by Skrillex. I know it very well. It also plays generally very nice. It's a very good production, very good mix and master. The second one is by Polish band called Rysy. The track is called Brat. I believe this is Brat. This is not Brat in English. Brat in Polish actually means brother. I have to ask if it's Brat or Brat. Wojtek and Łukasz, the guys creating this band, it's a really cool Polish band. I know these guys. I also know Kwazar, who mixed and mastered this amazing album. This is best of the latest decade in Polish electronic music. Listen to it, people. The third track is going to be something else. It's gonna be Johan Johansson, definitely my favorite film music composer, and I chose something from the Arrival movie. The track is called Xenoanthropology. It's cinematic, it's got some orchestral elements, some ambient elements. It plays around very nice in the lows, mids and highs. It's evolving in a very, very nice way. Guys, I have to stop recording here for a while because you have already noticed probably, or you will in a minute, there are huge, nasty stains under my armpits, and I'm sorry about them. This is not sweat. These are deodorant stains. I'm serious about it, though probably nobody will believe me. I have already thrown this t-shirt out, but I decided not to reshoot the whole video as the process was too live, too real, and too genuine. Thanks. And sorry again. Needless to say, I know all my reference tracks very, very well, so I'm ready really to judge and compare on any listening systems. And guys, one more important thing. I'm gonna make my judgments quickly. I'm not gonna listen for 30 minutes taking notes. No. When judging your listening tools, your headphones, your speakers, you should actually switch to something else quite quickly before your hearing adapts to what it's hearing. To make a real judgment, you should actually jump between tracks quite quickly. And this is what I'm gonna do now. So it's gonna be kind of a really dynamic, fast test in the making. And then maybe I'm gonna focus more to listen to them more, to judge them more. But the first impressions gonna be really quick ones. And I'm also gonna include as the reference my KSD C88 monitors. The producer claims that they are that linear. Can you believe that? And also, the measurements of my room show that my room behaves like this, which is really kind of linear. I always take care of the acoustics of the place I'm working in. So yeah, this is my main system, so it's good actually to compare headphones against it, because it is linear, it is referential for me, and this is what I'm trying to support with the headphones. And that's how it's gonna be, guys. And now I'm gonna plug in Beyerdynamics. And needless to say, I'm not gonna play reference tracks to you. They might leak through the headphones a bit, but I'm not playing them to you because this is copyrighted material. I don't want my YouTube video to be removed, for example, by some algorithms and blah blah blah. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at some tech data as well of DT1990 Pro. This is DIY Audio Heaven, which did some measurements. They do measurements of many headphones. I think they are kind of competent guys for this. And this is what we can learn about DT1990 Pros. They come with analytical and balanced pads. Right now, I think I've got balanced pads on. I'm gonna check them out both. And this is the frequency response. So probably we're gonna have some issues here at 8 kilo. And also, this is what people on the web say. I know that doesn't matter too much what people on the web say, but this is really kind of an issue for the users. Of course, we should not look at the paper or read the forums. We have to hear it yourself. Remember, this is not enough to really judge something. When buying speakers or headphones, you actually always have to burn them in a bit and listen to them before you decide buying. Paper or anybody's opinion might be helpful, but you should not buy basing only on these. Also, total harmonic distortion. This is the second harmonic, around 2%, less than 2% here. Then it goes to 0.5% and 200 hertz, going down. Well, this is like regular, nothing too tragic for headphones. Headphones tend to have some higher THD at the lower department, but this is nothing too excessive that should really spoil our listening tests. It's quite the same, maybe a bit higher with analytical pads, but still nothing to be worried about. And let's start listening. Skrillex. Stop. I have to tell you that yes, they are really bright. I would like to start the review with some other remark like, wow, this is amazing, but I'm afraid that their brightness is absolutely the first feature that I'm hearing. It's consuming all the rest of my impressions, but I will continue. Let's go to the second track. Okay, so my hearing definitely adapted a bit to the highs that were really covering up everything else. And I have to tell you, they are very precise, that's for sure. They are extremely analytical, even with the balance pads. I'm gonna try the analytical pads soon, but wow, this is wow. Like the first impression are the highs, but okay. I'm gonna probably later on EQ them a bit with my RME interface. Yeah, I didn't tell you, I'm using my RME UFX headphones out to test all of my headphones. This is kind of a credible output for this purpose, I believe. And yeah, DTs are impressive if you give them like a minute or two. The third track. Yes, I also compared them against my monitors. As you could see in the shot, it's a silent shot for we know what reason. And yes, they are really very, very bright. They would need some serious EQing to make them really something. But I'm not against them at all, I have to tell you. They've got very full, very nice bass. Everything's really great there. I've got full insight. I can look into things and focus on any detail I'm gonna need while mixing, mastering. I think it's all there, actually. Neumann. Same story, same tracks. I have to stop after 40 seconds. Guys, I think these are amazing. I mean, I shouldn't say much about after 40 seconds about them, but whew, they are surely extremely impressive. They play full range, they seem very detailed, very present. And actually, you know what? Neumann writes on their website that these are the equivalent of a well-calibrated Neumann speaker system. And I can't tell you why and how, but these are very comparable to my monitors, and I know it already. They are smoother in the tops, this is 100%. But, wow, I mean, okay, I was so eager to try them on that I forgot about technicalities. I found something on handphone check. Doesn't seem so credible and well measured, but I've got something like this. This is the frequency response that would kind of match what I'm hearing them, that are kind of backed off in the tops. We've got no THD and N, but actually the producer in the manual and in the specification claims that THD at 1 kilohertz, 100 decibels SPL is 0.03%, which is an extremely low measure. I mean, if they are that clean, whoa, I mean, I can hear. They are really clean. Whew. Let's listen more. What? Neumann wrote the truth. I'm hardly believing I'm saying this, but these sound almost like my KSD's C88s. Like, this is really impressive. These are amazing, and I can tell you right away. DTs were very fine. They did not make this wow. This is wow. This is serious. But I'm gonna switch to another track. Whew. Okay, I can hear that they have some serious bass extension somewhere above 100 Hertz. I can't tell you exactly, but yes, they're a bit exaggerated there. And I know that NDH20s had some issues with that. They were closed back. This is nothing really excessive. I'm gonna EQ it later on. Probably it's like 1 or 2 decibels max probably, but yes, the bass is very extended in these, and I can hear that in the reference track number 2 while comparing to my KSDs, my friends. And the tops, yes, they are kind of backed off as well, so probably when EQing I'm gonna try to brighten them up like a decibel or 2 somewhere. That's also possible, but generally, whew, this is serious. Okay, this is the very first listen of these, but this is wow, guys. I'm not gonna say this is a winner, it's way too early for that. But Neumann did something absolutely serious with these. I'm more than sure about it. Guys, Shure's. Shure SRH1840, and yes, people online are complaining that the THD, total harmonic distortion of these, is too high and they cannot really effectively mix using them. Otherwise, they are very linear, they sound very good supposedly, and this is what I found on DIY Audio Heaven. Frequency response is really nice as for headphones, really flat. There's slight bass roll off, but you can compensate, and again, you should not judge from the paper, you have to listen. And then comes our possible concern, which is harmonic distortion. The third harmonic reaches almost 5% until 200 Hz, and then still at 300-400 Hz is 1% and more, and this is concerning for headphones, my friends. I have to tell you, that might become audible. It's not much better for the fifth harmonic, which is here, also 2% and then going down. Well, I'm not biased, I haven't heard them. I'm just gonna give them a go, starting with Skrillex. The bass, the bass. I have to stop. If this is the harmonic distortion level, yes, I can see that on paper, but it's true. They are disqualified. I'm gonna listen to them a bit, but if this is the THD level for headphones aiming that segment of a pro audio market, it's a red card. Guys, I'm shocked. It's bad. It's really bad. The Skrillex test has not been passed. Bass heavy music. Yes, I would never mix or check my mix like this when I have so much THD up somewhere to really 500 Hz, definitely. And there's a lot of it. I mean, is it a professional product at all? Sounding like this. Come on, I mean, I'm gonna get my cheapest Audio-Technicas M20 and they gonna sound cleaner than this. And I'm not even gonna do this to really convince myself, because I know those very well and I know it is true. They sound like something that didn't even cost $100. I'm sorry to criticize them so heavily, but this is true. Let's get to this. No. I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna test them anymore. No, it's a huge no, guys. Not at this price point. These cannot compete in anything sound-wise with Neumanns and DTs. I'm really sorry. Also, there's a very sorry spike somewhere at 3 kHz, maybe 2 kHz, and then it's quite even, and the highest of the highs are like there was even almost a low-pass filter like working. Just, you know what, just not to make this review too negative and not to make everything out criticizing something, I'm just gonna exclude them from any further investigation. I'm sorry, Shure. Don't buy these. Seriously. So, what's left are actually Neumanns and Beyerdynamics and my KSD C88. So now I'm gonna listen more, and you know what? What I'm also gonna probably do is that I equalize them a bit here and here. Here's gonna be, let me see, yes, Neumanns. Here are gonna be Beyerdynamics, and I'm gonna help them out a bit to become even. I hope that's gonna be fine for you guys. I see nothing wrong in doing this, but before we do it, let's simply compare them as they are. way brighter. They are way brighter. Oh, guys, there's more than 10 decibels of difference in the highs. This is a lot. I mean, this is earth and heaven, whatever is which, but oh, they are very different. They both probably need some EQing, but they are more balanced. Neumanns, they're gonna need more EQing in the tops, I'm sure about it. Let's try to judge something else than the highs. Second track, Risse. Okay, yes, they are kind of extensive in bass, I can confirm that, while these seem kind of backed off even around 200 Hertz. Is that possible? Yeah, it's possible, but still, these gonna need less intervention and they sound better as they are, like... let's listen more. For cinematic, ambient-like orchestral music, these are like ready to work. You won't probably have to equalize them even. The tops here at 8 kilohertz, yeah, somewhere around there, still the same issue. Guys, what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes, and it's gonna be more like 5 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna try to equalize both pairs and I'm gonna try to match them with my KSDs as much as possible to give some maybe final judgment on what I'm hearing. I'll be back very soon. Okay. Guys, I think I have EQ'd them as much as possible to match my KSDs. And just to show you how I EQ'd them, I rolled off the bass 1.5 decibels starting from 190 on Neumann's. Then I also took off 1 decibel around 520. There was kind of a boxy thing here. And then I brightened them up starting at 6 kilohertz. So this is kind of a gentle tilt filter, I would say. And DTs are kind of opposite, I would say. I added up some juicy bass starting from 50, and then there's this spike at 8 kilohertz. I took off 10 decibels, quite narrow, and at the same frequency I decided to make it broad, and I took off another 2 decibels, and this is the closest I could get them to each other and to my speakers. Now it's going to be kind of a grande finale. So my KSD C88s, Beyerdynamic DT A1990 Pro, and Neumann NDH30. Let's go. Skrillex. I will make a short pause. I have EQ'd them to the moment that really I'm serious about it. Okay, I could close the door, but I'm getting some fresh air without turning aircon on. Not mentioning some maybe reflections out there. I put them to the moment they are hardly distinguishable from my KSDs. The only difference I can feel is the fact that something's pressing on my ears. I'm serious about it. This product is amazing. Like, how did they do this? Okay guys, after listening to track number 2, some more remarks. I believe that DTs, how to say this, are over-analytical. Yes, because they are dissecting the elements in a way that I can not understand. Like, for example, in the second track by Risse, the snare is very upfront, is very present, and I would probably mix it in the back like 3 decibels even, so then it would lack some punch or some snap. I would say it wouldn't be mixed really very well. So yeah, some elements are sticking out, some elements are extremely separated, and I'm not listening to the whole track. I'm listening to some elements that are not getting as a whole together while listening. And I don't really think that can be corrected with EQing. Also, they are kind of backed off somewhere in the lower mids. I would have to create some additional EQing there, but they are definitely lacking something there. They are kind of empty. There's some kind of hollowness. It's not a large issue, but something is not fully there, I have to tell you, though they are really, really impressive. While Neumann's, my friends, I'm listening to the whole track. I mean, I'm listening to the music as it is. It doesn't mean it's like perfect, wow, so pretty. No, these are somehow prettier even, I would say. They are more present and sparkling somehow, even though I EQ them kind of heavily. These are playing the track as a whole thing. These are playing music to me, and still I've got lots of insight into what's going on. I can separate elements, I can analyze elements, I can focus on any given detail I feel like focusing on. And these are really, really amazing. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm deeply impressed with this Neumann product, my friends. I'm gonna listen to track number 3 now. Okay guys, the last remark, this video is gonna be painfully long again. I listened to track number 2 and 1 and 3 again, and also I listened to some of my own mixes that are not finished, that I'm not happy with somehow. And these are excessive in the highs, that's true, but not only that, you can fight it with EQing, but you know what? The highs here are kind of grainy. They lack some kind of, I don't know, resolution. Okay, I know I already start talking like an audiophile, but really, seriously, these are smooth and very natural, while these sound kind of, I would even say digital. And it's not that these are so pretty, so smooth that I don't have to correct anything. No, they revealed all my mixing mistakes. They revealed everything that's not finished and still needs some improvement, while I didn't have the same confidence, especially in the lower mids. They did not reveal everything I wanted in the lower mids on my own mixes. So guys, after all this madness and lots of emotion and intense listening, I have to tell you, and I have to officially announce that Neumann's NDH30 are going to be my final purchase. They gonna remain with me here in Folia Sound Studio, and I absolutely highly recommend this product. Let's try to sum the things up. Yes, 3 pairs of headphones, 1 winner, let's say. And guys, maybe a general conclusion, a general remark from the test. Yeah, they can write things on the web, they can measure things on paper, but there's nothing like listening yourself what you want to buy. And I believe when buying monitors or headphones, you can try to find some guidelines in the measurements or on internet forums, but you should actually take a listen yourself to find what's best for you. Paper is never gonna tell you everything as well as the web browser, though it was quite right with Shure's THD with these is unacceptable. So it became kind of a German battle. And the winner is here, guys. And I totally respect what Beyerdynamic did. Remember, it's an amazing product. It's also kind of cheaper than the NDH30s, remember. But what Neumann achieved here is really maybe somehow changing the market itself, because I'm gonna tell you something. If you've got some money and you've gonna invest it in some cheaper monitors and some poor acoustic adaptation of your room, it's like you better go for this. I mean, seriously, these are like 500 something euro, 600 something dollars, I believe, or $700, let's say, and these can replace studio monitors. I can tell you that about almost 2 hours of listening, comparing things, more than 2 hours. That's really something, and that's the reason I'm gonna keep them, I'm gonna buy them, because this is more than expected. I really seriously didn't expect new Neumann cups to be that amazing. The whole test was amazing. It was thrilling, it was emotional, it was intense and full of fun. I hope it was the same for you. I hope you kept yourself in one piece. And guys, I hope to see you very soon. Please discuss my choice and your favorite headphones with me down below in the comments. Take care, see you very soon.
System shut down.